Greetings, dear friends. I still remember the quiet hum of the pre-dawn kitchen, the soft, rhythmic sound of my mother's wooden ladle gently circling a steaming pot. It wasn't just soup she was making. It was a potent elixir of strength, a quiet, invisible shield against the wear and tear of life. Back then, a curious young girl, I couldn't grasp why she meticulously added ocean-fresh seaweed or painstakingly boiled fish bones for what seemed like an eternity. But now at 83, every fiber of my being understands. She wasn't merely feeding us, she was protecting our future, nurturing us one warm, nourishing bowl at a time. If you, like me, are navigating the beautiful journey beyond 60, you've likely felt it. The subtle protest from your knees, a newfound fragility in your skin, perhaps a slower bounce back from everyday activities. We often accept these changes as an inevitable part of aging. But what if I told you there's another path? What if I revealed 6 simple, incredibly affordable foods that have quietly, consistently kept generations of Japanese elders vibrant and strong, not with expensive pills, trendy powders, or fleeting promises, but with profound wisdom woven into daily meals? And here's the most beautiful part. You absolutely don't need to be born in Japan to embrace their incredible benefits. So I invite you now to sit with me. Take a gentle breath and let's rediscover a kind of nourishment that transcends mere sustenance. This is a journey to healing from the inside out. Perhaps you felt that something is missing, and it's not your fault that the answer hasn't been clear. But it's time someone shared this truth with you. Just a few years ago, during a tranquil walk through my son's peaceful neighborhood in Oregon, I paused by a lovely park. I saw men and women, clearly my age and older, sitting on benches, their hands gently rubbing tired knees, or slowly stretching shoulders. Some wore supportive braces. Others simply carried an air of fatigue. I found a spot beside a kind-faced woman named Margaret. She was 72, her eyes sparkling with stories. But she admitted, with a gentle, knowing laugh, "My joints just aren't what they used to be." As we talked, I realized her experience was not unique. Millions of older Americans share this feeling. The persistent stiffness, the frustratingly slow healing, the delicate thinness of skin. Many, including Margaret, simply assume it's an unavoidable companion of getting older. But what if it isn't only age? What if a crucial nutrient, one your body effortlessly produced in abundance in younger years, is now the quiet underlying cause of these changes? That nutrient, my friends, is collagen. Imagine collagen as the intricate stitching that holds the very fabric of your body together. It's the scaffolding for youthful, firm skin, the lubricator for flexible, pain-free joints, and the silent architect of strong, resilient bones. But after the age of 60, your body's natural collagen production begins to dwindle, sometimes by a startling 30% or even more. Without sufficient support, without those vital building blocks, your body simply can't keep up with the daily demands of repair and regeneration. Now, here's a deeper truth that often goes unspoken. Even with an abundance of food choices in America, many seniors aren't consistently getting what they truly need to maintain their strength and vitality. This isn't because they don't care. Quite the opposite. It's because modern diets, often driven by speed and convenience, inadvertently prioritize ease over true, profound nourishment. We're surrounded by quick meals, prepackaged snacks, and low-cost calories that might fill the stomach but often fall short in providing the fundamental building blocks your body desperately needs to heal and repair itself. This isn't a criticism. It's a gentle call for compassion and understanding, because your body, magnificent and resilient, is still listening. It's still capable of healing. It simply needs the right kind of support, the kind of wisdom that has stood the test of time. In Japan, we are raised with a profound understanding. Food is far more than just fuel. It is an integral part of our daily care, a quiet, accessible form of medicine. We regularly consume broths, lovingly simmered from fish bones, small portions of deeply nourishing fermented foods, and vibrant seasonal vegetables. Not because they're fashionable or trendy, but because generations have proven that they work subtly and powerfully. I recall when my dear friend Nancy from the bustling state of Colorado visited us. She was utterly surprised. She exclaimed, "I had no idea food could feel this restorative." After just 1 week of enjoying our simple Japanese meals, a comforting bowl of miso soup each morning, perfectly soft-boiled eggs, and fresh fish with the skin left on, she noticed a remarkable difference. Her joints felt lighter, more fluid. Not cured, she clarified, but undeniably supported, and that small, consistent shift made a world of difference in her daily comfort and mobility. So, if you're over 60 and finding yourself puzzled by how your body feels different, why your skin seems less resilient, or why your knees protest after even a short walk, it might not be a simple narrative of just getting old. It might, in fact, be about what's missing, about a quiet deficiency that can be addressed. And here's the truly beautiful part. You can begin replenishing what your body needs today with one bowl, one bite, one simple, quiet act of self-care. Let's start with a morning ritual that has brought comfort and strength to countless generations. A truly simple, yet profoundly powerful bowl of miso soup. In our culture, we don't chase youth. We nourish the vibrant life we already possess. In Japan, growing older isn't a phenomenon we fear. It's a journey we prepare for, quietly, patiently, and mindfully, every single day. You won't find a word for anti-aging in our kitchens. Instead, we have shuiku. It translates perhaps simply to food education, but it's not the kind you learn from textbooks. It's wisdom passed down through the generations, from grandparents to grandchildren, through the fragrant steam rising from soup pots and the shared rice bowls at dawn. From a tender age, we are taught to truly contemplate why we eat, not merely what or simply to satiate hunger, but to consciously preserve the parts of ourselves that matter most, our inherent strength, our inner calm, and our mental clarity. Take our mornings, for example. We don't eat on the go. We sit. We breathe. We begin the day with something warm, usually miso soup. This isn't just about flavor, it's about balance. Warm food gently supports digestion, and robust, healthy digestion is the crucial first step in ensuring your body can truly absorb collagen and other vital nutrients, not just swallow them. Lunch and dinner are never rushed affairs either. We eat with others, even if it's just one cherished person. We serve small plates bursting with color and texture, fish with the skin on, vibrant seaweed, delicately pickled vegetables. Each dish serves a profound purpose. Each bite is an active act of support for our bodies. Even our approach to hydration is different. Instead of gulping down ice-cold drinks, which can shock the system, we sip warm barley tea or comforting broths. These gentle, warm liquids enhance circulation, ease internal tension, and profoundly assist the body in its innate drive to heal and restore itself. And then there's an even deeper piece, something we in the West often overlook: connection. In Japanese homes, meals are rarely silent or solitary. Even the smallest dinner includes conversation, mindful presence, and a precious pause. Why does this matter so deeply? Because stress is one of the fastest, most insidious ways to break down collagen in the body. And loneliness, yes, loneliness, is a hidden thief of vitality, especially for older adults. Food, for us, becomes a daily ritual of returning to ourselves and to each other, a grounding practice. It's how we keep our digestion strong, our joints fluid, and our spirits light and joyful. You absolutely don't need to relocate to Japan or master an entirely new complex cuisine. But you can begin to subtly shift the intention behind your meals. Slow down. Choose foods that inherently possess life and vitality. And when you sit down to eat, truly sit. Be present. Because true healing doesn't always arrive in dramatic, sweeping changes. Sometimes, often, it begins with a quiet bowl of soup, a warm cup of tea, and a profound sense that you are cared for, that you deserve this gentle attention. And that, dear friends, brings us to the very first healing dish I want to share with you. Miso soup with wakame seaweed. Let me illuminate why this ancient, revered recipe has so powerfully stood the test of time. Every bowl, made with my mother's hands, silently told me I was safe, cherished, even if she never uttered the words aloud. When I was a child, I would often wake to the soft, gentle, almost musical sound of a wooden ladle gently tapping against the side of a pot. It was my mother, meticulously stirring miso soup, always the same comforting rhythm, always with the same unwavering care. No harsh alarm clock has ever felt so profoundly comforting. At the time, I couldn't fathom why she never, ever skipped this morning ritual, not even on the hottest, most humid summer mornings. But now, at 83, the answer resonates deep within my soul. That warm, fragrant bowl of soup was her silent, powerful way of saying, I am giving you strength, preparing you before the day even truly begins. Miso soup may appear deceptively simple, but for us in Japan, it is nothing short of sacred. And it happens to be one of the most remarkably powerful, incredibly affordable, and profoundly collagen-supporting foods you can effortlessly integrate into your daily routine, especially as you gracefully move past 60. Let's begin with the miso itself. Miso is a vibrant fermented soybean paste, an incredible powerhouse rich in beneficial probiotics, essential copper, and vital zinc. These aren't just isolated nutrients. They work synergistically to support your immune system and, crucially, to help your gut effectively absorb the very proteins and vitamins your body needs to actively build and repair collagen. And that is key. Because as we age, it's not merely about eating the right foods, it's about whether your body can genuinely use them. What's more, fermented foods like miso are potent allies in lowering inflammation, and inflammation, as many studies now confirm, is one of the biggest or silent culprits behind accelerated collagen breakdown in older adults. So when you sip miso soup, you're not just nourishing your body. You're actively creating a peaceful, anti-inflammatory internal environment where true healing can genuinely flourish. Then comes the wakame, a delicate, dark green seaweed that gracefully dances and unfurls in the warm broth like shimmering ribbons. Don't let its softness and unassuming appearance deceive you. Wakame is remarkably rich in bioavailable marine collagen, essential iodine for thyroid health, vital calcium for strong bones, and a truly powerful antioxidant called fucoxanthin. Fucoxanthin has been extensively studied for its remarkable ability to support skin regeneration and even promote healthy fat metabolism. But most importantly for our conversation, it plays a critical role in helping to protect and preserve your skin's precious elasticity. When the earthy depth of miso and the subtle salinity of wakame unite in a warm, fragrant bowl, it transcends mere soup. It transforms into a gentle tonic for your joints, a soothing balm for your gut, and a quiet, profound support for your spirit. I still make it every single morning without fail. 3 simple ingredients: a spoonful of white miso paste, a small handful of dried wakame, and a few cubes of silken tofu. I never boil it, I just warm it gently. My mother used to whisper, "Let it breathe." I didn't understand back then, but I do now, because every time I prepare it, I feel her hands in mine, and I feel steady, grounded. My digestion remains smooth. My skin still glows softly in the morning light. And though my knees aren't what they once were, they faithfully carry me through each day without complaint. And here's the absolute best part. You can make this wherever you are, right now. How to begin? Look for white miso, also known as shiro miso, at your local grocery store. It has a beautifully mild, sweet flavor, perfect for beginners. Find dried wakame in the Asian food section. Just soak a small amount for a few minutes in water and watch it miraculously bloom. Warm some water or a gentle broth. Stir in the miso until dissolved. Add the bloomed wakame, then truly sit. Sip slowly. This is more than nutrition. It's a precious moment of returning to yourself, a powerful practice of silently declaring, "I deserve to feel cared for," starting now. Next, I'll introduce you to a food that is, I'll admit, a little stickier, a little stranger, but arguably even more powerful. It's the quiet secret behind Japanese knees that defy the creaking of age: fermented soybeans, known as natto. It smells strong, undeniably. It looks unusual, but it just might be the very reason my husband can still energetically walk to the market at 85 without a hint of a cane. If miso soup offers profound comfort, then natto is a deep commitment. And I'll be completely honest with you, many first-time visitors to Japan find the smell quite challenging. It's distinctly earthy, wonderfully funky, perhaps even a little sour, and the texture. Sticky, almost translucent threads stretch from your chopsticks like delicate cobwebs. But for those of us who have grown up with it, natto is far more than just food. It is potent medicine in a bowl, one of the most powerful, consistent allies for healthy aging I have ever known. So what exactly is it? Natto is simply soybeans that have undergone a unique fermentation process. During this transformation, the beans develop an extraordinary nutrient profile perfectly tailored for older bodies that require profound support, not additional stress. Let's delve into the science for a moment. Natto is absolutely packed with vitamin K2, a rare but utterly essential nutrient that performs a crucial task. It actively helps calcium go exactly where it belongs, into your bones and joints, and keeps it out of your arteries, where it can cause problems. It also contains genistein, a powerful plant compound that gently stimulates collagen production, particularly beneficial for skin and connective tissues. And of course, the ever-present probiotics, which significantly improve digestion and ensure your body can truly absorb and utilize the nutrients you consume. What does this translate to? Stronger bones, more flexible joints, visibly smoother skin, and yes, even a healthier heart. In Japan, many elders make natto a cornerstone of their daily routine, enjoying it every single morning. It's quick, remarkably affordable, and quietly powerful. Just a small bowl served over warm rice, perhaps with a splash of soy sauce and a touch of karashi mustard. I vividly remember my husband back when he worked demanding long hours in a Tokyo office, always starting his day with natto. Even on weekends, he would say, with a playful glint in his eye, "It keeps me young." At the time, I thought he was simply being whimsical. But now, decades later, at 85 years old, he still briskly walks to the market each morning. No cane, no daily pills for joint pain, just steady legs and a small contented grin. Maybe it wasn't a joke after all. If you're in the US, here's how to bravely try it. Look for frozen natto in the Asian section of your grocery store. It typically comes in small foam containers with tiny packets of mustard and soy sauce. Just thaw one pack, then stir it vigorously with chopsticks until it becomes wonderfully sticky and slightly foamy. That's when it's active and ready to deliver its benefits. Pour it over warm rice, or mix it with some finely chopped scallions for a gentler flavor. And if the taste is simply too much at first, please don't give up. There are milder versions available, and even natto powder or capsules if you want the benefits without the unique bite. But I truly encourage you to try the real thing at least once, because sometimes the things that seem most unfamiliar become the very things your body has been quietly, patiently waiting for. And truthfully, the greatest benefit of natto isn't just in its incredible vitamins. It's in the ritual itself, waking up, consciously choosing something healing, and starting your day with profound intention. That choice, made day after day, is where true, lasting strength is born. Up next, I'll show you the part of the fish most people unthinkingly throw away, but which might become your very best friend after 60. What many people peel off or discard is precisely what aging bodies quietly, deeply crave. I was about 8 years old the first time I watched my grandmother prepare salmon. She carefully placed the fillet, skin side down, into a well-seasoned cast iron pan and let it sizzle until it was golden and perfectly crispy. Then she looked at me with wise, knowing eyes and said something I have carried with me always. This is where the strength lives. You don't waste it. She was, of course, talking about the fish skin, and she was absolutely right. In many Western kitchens, the skin is often peeled away and the bones of small fish are carelessly discarded. But in Japan, we do the profound opposite. We treasure these often overlooked parts, not simply because we are trying to be resourceful, but because they are extraordinarily rich in exactly what aging bodies need. Precious marine collagen, vital calcium, abundant omega-3 fatty acids, and essential minerals that support strength from the inside out. Let's begin with salmon skin. This thin, often exquisitely crispy layer is absolutely loaded with marine collagen, a form of collagen that is demonstrably easier for the human body to absorb and utilize than the kind derived from cows or pigs. It powerfully supports skin elasticity, promotes joint comfort, and contributes to optimal bone density. And this isn't just a theory, it's a tradition. Decades of eating this way have consistently shown us what modern science is now enthusiastically confirming. I eat salmon skin every single week, and at 83, my skin still feels remarkably soft and supple in the morning. My knees may not sprint anymore, but they faithfully carry me through each day without pain. That's not magic. It's conscious, consistent nourishment. Then there are the whole small fish, the delicate sardines, the briny anchovies, the charming shishamo. In Japan, we frequently eat them whole, bones, skin, and all. And why? Because each part brings something vitally important. The bones provide calcium and phosphorus, crucial for skeletal health. The skin offers a rich source of collagen, and the organs deliver omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D, and iron. They are small, incredibly affordable, and packed with more concentrated nutrition per bite than almost any other food you can imagine. One of my dearest friends, Cohen, is a vibrant 91 years old. Every afternoon, she carefully prepares a simple tray with just 3 perfectly grilled shishamo fish, a small bowl of rice, and a few slices of pickled daikon radish. She laughs and says, "I don't need much, just enough to keep my legs moving and my smile bright." And you know what? Her back is still remarkably straight, and her skin glows with a soft, inner luminescence. She credits the fish. If you're in the US, please don't worry. Integrating this wisdom is far easier than you might think. Simply keep the skin on your salmon when you're baking or grilling it, seasoning it simply with salt and pepper to let its natural flavor shine. Look for canned sardines or anchovies packed in olive oil. They are soft, safe to eat whole, bones and all, and ready in mere seconds. For maximum benefit, make sure to eat them with the bones. That's where the quiet, profound strength truly lives. Don't let clever marketing fool you. You don't need exotic powders or outrageously expensive supplements. Sometimes, what your body is truly longing for is already waiting in a humble can on your pantry shelf. Next, I'll share the warm, golden liquid that helped my husband walk again after an injury, bone broth. It's simple, deeply healing, and made from the very parts we so often overlook and discard. It's not always the exotic foods that hold the power to heal us. Sometimes it's the quiet, familiar ones already residing in your fridge or pantry. Some mornings, I wake even before the sun paints the sky with its first colors. I boil a small pot of water, gently lower in 1 egg, and set the timer for exactly 6 minutes. While it simmers, I peel a ripe kiwi or carefully slice a mandarin orange. It's a quiet moment, a simple ritual. But this small, consistent act is one of the most powerful ways I consciously support collagen production in my body. Let's start with the humble egg. Eggs are often overlooked, perhaps because they seem too ordinary, too commonplace. But inside that seemingly simple shell is a rich, complex mix of nutrients that older bodies desperately need if we wish to stay strong, steady, and truly glowing. The yolk, that golden heart, holds choline, vital for supporting healthy cell membranes and robust brain function. Vitamin D, absolutely essential for strong bone health and healthy fats, which crucially help us absorb other nutrients. The white, often dismissed, is incredibly rich in proline and lysine, 2 amino acids that are utterly critical for collagen production. Without them, your body simply cannot effectively rebuild the connective tissues that keep your joints fluid and your skin firm and resilient. But here's the quiet secret. It's not just about eating the egg, it's about how you eat it. In Japan, we most often prepare eggs soft-boiled, a creamy, almost custardy yolk, not runny, not hard. It's incredibly easy to digest, wonderfully gentle on the stomach, and pairs beautifully with steamed rice or a delicate drizzle of soy sauce. My neighbor, Takashi, is 89. He paints exquisite watercolors every morning, delicate scenes of birds and flowers. I once asked him how his hands stayed so remarkably steady. He smiled, a twinkle in his eye, and said, 1 soft egg a day and warm barley tea. His fingers are still graceful, his focus clear and unwavering. Now, let's talk about vitamin C-rich fruits. Because even if you conscientiously eat all the collagen-building foods in the world, without adequate vitamin C, your body simply cannot effectively transform them into usable collagen. Vitamin C is the spark, the essential needle that threads the collagen fibers together, creating that strong, resilient mesh. In Japan, we cherish yuzu, a small, wonderfully fragrant citrus fruit. But no matter where you live, you can harness the same incredible power from readily available sources like oranges, sweet strawberries, vibrant kiwis, crisp red bell peppers, or even a few slices of refreshing grapefruit or juicy pineapple. And the best part? These foods are effortlessly easy. No cooking, no intricate prep work. Just wash, slice, and savor. But please don't rush them. In Japanese homes, fruit is not merely a quick snack. It is a moment, a conscious pause. We cut it beautifully, arrange it with intention, and serve it with reverence. We sit, chew slowly, and allow the natural sweetness to remind us that truly caring for ourselves can be a joyful sensory experience. Here's a simple morning habit to embrace. Soft boil 1 egg. Add a few slices of your favorite fresh vitamin C rich fruit. Sit down, sip some warm tea, breathe deeply, taste fully. Begin your day with this gentle, profound act of care. Because it's not solely about the nutrients, it's about choosing each morning to support your body in a way that feels gentle, deeply loving, and profoundly real. And now, let's bring all this wisdom together. In our final part, I want to share how just one small intentional change starting today can set you firmly on a path toward profound healing and renewed strength. You don't need to change everything at once. You just need to begin. We've gently explored miso soup, the vital seaweed wakame, the committed power of natto, the hidden strength in salmon skin and small whole fish, the complete nourishment of soft-boiled eggs, and the essential spark of fruits rich in vitamin C. These aren't trendy diets. They aren't miracle pills with impossible promises. They are simply quiet, profoundly effective foods that have lovingly nourished Japanese elders for countless generations. These are the foods that have supported our joints, kept our skin soft and supple, and helped our spirits stay light and joyful well into our 80s and 90s. You might be thinking, but where do I possibly start? The answer, my dear friend, is far simpler than you imagine. Start with just one bowl. Perhaps it's a warm, comforting bowl of miso soup in the morning. Maybe it's making the conscious choice to keep the skin on your salmon at dinner tonight. Or perhaps it's enjoying a perfectly soft-boiled egg and half a kiwi before your day truly begins. Please don't worry about doing it perfectly. There is no such thing as perfect. There is only gentle intention, one small mindful habit performed with care and consistency. And if you live alone, please let your food become a cherished friend. Let your tea be a comforting pause. Let your kitchen transform into a sacred place of healing, not just a functional space, because every single bite is an opportunity, a chance to lovingly remind your body, I'm still here. I still care. I still profoundly believe in your innate ability to heal. And your body, magnificent and resilient, is still listening. It is still responding. It is still quietly rebuilding and restoring itself when you provide it with the right, consistent support. So now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 6 nourishing foods will you try first? Tell me in the comments below. I rate each and every one, and it warms my heart to hear your stories and connect with you. And if this video brought you even a flicker of comfort or clarity, please consider subscribing to Elders Insight so you don't miss what's coming next. More healing stories, more simple wisdom, and more ways for us to grow stronger together. Thank you for sharing this precious time with Elders Insight. Until then, may your meals be warm, may your body feel deeply supported, and may your heart feel truly seen by Elders Insight.